Food is my #1 priority. I'm very seasonal. I have a modern approach on really natural ingredients, but this is what I live and breathe. Hello, my name's Oliver Ridgeway. I'm 34 years old. I'm living in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I'm the executive chef and food and beverage director of the Rosewoods Inn of the Anasazi. Well, raised in England and always been in the restaurant business. My father had restaurants. Parents were divorced. That meant weekends with dad meant weekends in the kitchen. My father said, you need to go to college if you want to do this. So obviously went off to college and studied culinary. And soon after that, I just threw myself into some of the best kitchens I could at the time. Back in Europe, on the Queen Elizabeth II, I worked under Carl Winkler, who is a very well-known Austrian chef in Europe. I was fortunate enough to work with Christian de Louvre in New York for a short period. I've really taken something from not just chefs I've worked with, but every part of the world I've worked in has really sort of influenced my cuisine now, which does have a global feel, but I like to recognize where I am also. On the menu is often dictated to me from what's seasonal. I worked at the Sydney Games in 2000, the Olympics, and I was on the culinary Olympic team there. That also led me to do the Winter Games in 2002 in Salt Lake. As I mentioned, I'm also the food and beverage director, so I wear 2 hats. When you're the boss of both areas, you need no conflict. You don't need that conflict. You've got to make them work together. I'm responsible for the whole aspect, the restaurant, the profit and losses statements, all the purchasing. So I, as a businessman, am responsible for the whole financial acumen of the restaurants. So if you don't have that passion and you don't have that drive and that innovation, then your team's they're gonna collapse behind you. So it's a key element to being a successful chef, and I just get it through training, and it's something I truly believe in.